item honor to the State House Controller. All the technical staffs and about this hub. We are going to work as ambassadors in the two is what is in our sub-region. Colleagues, I just want to implore you that let's embrace this program. It's really good. State House Controller, it will be another town or an industry town. For having a deeper insight on how to lead his business, but he's working very hard to see that he secures our future. Isn't it? So great. Our future is going to be secure. Finally, that has enabled us to see that machine to be expedited so that we can begin to train, or training can commence. Then also, fight for water, not yet, fight for water, because as we recruit, we shall expect. And as we work on water, we want to embrace the hub Manafa here. This hub neighbors Manafa, it's not in the center. It needs to protect the infrastructure. I'm happy the chairman of Manafa is here. This week, because Manafa is important, just to give us what we really waiting.
District land, I think would have been very difficult for the industrial hub to be located in Lukhonge. Thank you so much, Carl and Chairman Prime, for giving State House space to construct this hub. Members, you know very well that skilling nowadays is the way to go. The system of theory, the lessons in class cannot make someone earn money, and we move to the middle income status without having the skills necessary for them to implement what they have learned in class. Therefore, I thank government so much for having put in place the idea of skilling, especially our young mothers and youth who drop out of school.
And it is my prayer that whenever the government comes up with such projects, ladies and gentlemen, let's embrace them, because it is the way to go. As I wind up, we have been having questions of when are we starting? And I think today we shall have answers as when are we starting. Mama, State House Controller, our people are much ready. We had the former Minister Katai Kendoboli here, who came on the same mission, and we tried to move around. People are really ready to embrace the project. As a leadership of Mbale, we are much excited, and we look forward to the implementation of the project. We have been facing a challenge of unemployment, left and right. Reason being that not people who are not employed don't know or have never gone to school. They are going to school, but majority of us, or majority of them, we don't have that skilling element. Most of our qualifications that we have attained are majorly theoretical. We have been lacking a practical element. Really, it's so much challenging me. And with what we are seeing here as an industrial hub, I do believe that one will help us to scale down the challenge of unemployment in our country if we continue thinking in that direction.
Then another category that this hub has is common user machines. When the president thought about skilling Ugandans, he said, yes, I'm going to skill them. But when they move out there and they lack capital, they are not going to manage to utilize their skills. He said some can, some cannot. Of course, we come from different backgrounds. So he said those ones who cannot, let me give them common user machines. What do I mean by common user machines? After skilling you into
welding, into carpentry, into weaving, into stone cutting. We are going to have individual machines into that area. If you get your skills, you get more capital maybe, you come and use our machines, do your product, and move out and sell it. So I think you should also clap for those are the common user machines that I'm talking about. Then in this hub as well, you have a small component of value addition. Actually, I wouldn't call it value addition. In this hub, let me first talk about storage facilities. We also thought about storage facilities, which you brought in. Yes, also you shall see them as walk around. So I think our man is going to be upgrading part of here, what is there. Storage machines are basically to be used by the farmers. The farmers of this place, I don't know if they are coffee growers, if they are maize growers, and it's a peak season, you harvest a lot of output. Then you can use these storage machines to keep in your products, and then you use them the other season, which is low in production. That facility is also going to be here. So I think we can also for that. Among that, there is also a maize mill. We have maize mills actually across all the industrial hubs. These maize mills are Skilling farmers also. Those ones mostly who are maize growers. Even those ones who are not maize growers anyway can do, because now we have the facility. Why don't you use it? It is for free. You bring your sack of maize here, you mill it, you can eat your portion. Or you come and mill it, you can and save your portion. So across the president, really he thinks for you. Then we have another one called demonstration farm. I think the member of parliament and the other DCs knows the president's for a model. He has talked about it all over. So he said, how can this one reach into my community? He said that let me put a demonstration farm on each hub. So that as these guys are being skilled, they can still see how they can utilize that smaller land out there if they do. Or maybe some communities can have programs to come and farms and pick the knowledge, how do you use the 4 acres and get money out of them. We shall put it here when time comes, and then that one is also going to train our farmers how to gain from the small pieces of land that we have. That one is also another project that we have. There is a small component which I think shall come after a very long time, that is in relation to the budget, because I don't want you to call me when I leave here, what is our value addition. Value addition is also going to come here, but we want to first fully implement these ones I've talked about, because they touch everybody. They touch everyone, these common people, they touch their lives economically. The 4-acre model, I talked about it. And then the selection criteria, I think I also talked about it. I talked about capacity, most of these machines, their capacity, shall I talk about? I can talk about it. Because, for example, like the fabricators, the machine shall handle only 60 people per term. And then the carpentry machinery shall also handle 60 people. Shoemakers shall also be handled 60. Tailoring machines, we shall handle 60 a term. And then baking facility shall host only 40 people a term. We did not want to flood these machines because we don't want to bring out someone who doesn't know anything. These are practical, remember. So they are hands-on. You have to learn on the machine. Don't stand there and watch this one and then you learn. So that's why we say if we use 60 people on a machine per term, we can put them into different categories. Morning, this group studies. Afternoon, this one studies.
And to show that, one of them actually is a teacher. And he has also offered 1 acre of land to His Excellency the President. The land is just near here. It's called Wanda Joffrey, the son of Reverend Ntenyo, the father of here, and part of
Asante sana.
But we have mainly one challenge that Madam Controller maybe will expertise surveying. Because when the President come here to receive the title,